today's news, government allocates 160 million rupiah for Ramadan utility discounts. Minister Thorik travels to Germany for ITB Berlin, and Maldives introduces Airbus A330 flights to Cochin and Trivandrum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News. I am Umna Ismail, your host for today. The People's Majlis has made changes to PNC members serving on committees. After the commencement of the People's Majlis session on Monday, one of the first matters announced included changes to members serving on committees. These changes were announced today by the Speaker of the People's Majlis, Abdurrahim Abdullah. The changes include Ahmad Aifan, member for North Hemwer constituency, replacing Ahmad Azan Marzuk on the Public Accounts Committee. Ahmad Azan Marzuk, member for Central Hitado constituency, replacing Muhammad Ismail on Committee on Members' Privileges and Ethics. Ahmad Azan Marzuk also replacing Ahmad Aifan on the Petition Committee, and Muhammad Ismail, member for Vili Male constituency, replacing Ahmad Azan Marzuk on the Committee on National Security Services 241. According to the regulation of the People's Majlis, if a political party wishes to replace a member serving on a committee, they have the authority to appoint another member from the same party to that committee. The parliamentary group of the party must notify the Speaker of the People's Majlis about such changes. The Ministry of Tourism and Environment announces that the government will allocate 160 million rupiah to fund discounts on electricity and water bills this Ramadan, continuing a benefit program introduced by President Dr. Mohamed Muiz's administration last year.
President Dr. Muiz announced the initiative on February 23, 2025, as part of ongoing efforts to ease financial burdens typically associated with the holy month. This year's allocation represents an increase from the 130 million rupiah spent on similar discounts during Ramadan last year. Speaking to state media, State Minister of Tourism and Environment Dr. Muawiyah Muhammad said that if bills exceed the average from previous months, the excess would be covered through the discount program. He added that every household would receive at least a 10% discount on both electricity and water bills. Director General of the Ministry of Tourism and Environment Ahmad Ali explained that energy consumption typically rises during Ramadan as families spend more time at home and use air conditioning to maintain comfortable living conditions. He stated that these discounts would help address the potential financial difficulties this might cause. Following President Dr. Muiz's directive, Male Water and Sewerage Company MWSC, Stelco, and Fenica Corporation have established frameworks to implement the discount program. The common approach includes calculating each customer's normal month usage based on their average consumption over 9 months of 2024, excluding February, March, and April, the warmest months. All domestic customers will receive at least a 10% discount, with automatic application of discounts if April bills exceed the calculated average. The 10% discount will also extend to new customers who have no historical usage for comparison. Each provider has made specific adjustments to address implementation challenges. Stelco announced on February 26th that meter readings would begin on February 27 throughout all service areas. Notably, they will prepare just one bill for the entire Ramadan period this year, with initial readings taken on February 27th and final readings scheduled for March 30th. This addresses a significant challenge from last year when they had to include the discount across 2 monthly bills. Meanwhile, Fenica Corporation stressed that customers whose Ramadan consumption is lower than their historical average will still receive the full 10% discount, ensuring they benefit even if their usage decreases. They highlighted that their transparent discount structure allows customers to estimate their utility costs in advance, providing peace of mind by eliminating concerns about unexpectedly high bills during the holy month. They also clarified that customers whose Ramazan usage falls below their historical average will still benefit from the full 10% discount. The utility discount scheme forms part of the government's comprehensive Ramazan relief package, which includes distributing canned tuna to households and implementing measures to stabilize food prices. President Dr. Muizzu has also designated the final 10 days of Ramadan as government holidays to allow citizens more time for family and worship.
Maldives Minister of Tourism and Environment, Tariq Ibrahim, has traveled to Germany to attend the ITB, the world's largest tourism fair, which will take place from March 4 to 6 at the Berlin Epoch City Center. During the event, the minister is scheduled to engage in discussions with both national and international tourism industry partners. The Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation, MMPRC, and other industry stakeholders will also be present, promoting the Maldives as a leading tourism destination. The Maldives has been preparing extensively for ITB Berlin, with a focus on reinforcing its position as the most popular tourism destination in the world. Following a record break in 2024, where the Maldives welcomed over 2 million tourists, the government aims to attract 2.3 million visitors in 2025. This year's ITB Berlin marks another important step in the Maldives' efforts to enhance its presence on the global tourism stage. Welcome back. Maldivian, the national flag carrier, has introduced its first Airbus A330 flights to Cochin and Trivandrum, India, in response to increased demand during the holiday season. The new service aims to accommodate a surge in passengers, particularly Maldivians traveling for medical treatment to these cities. Cochin and Trivandrum have long been popular destinations for medical tourism, and Maldivians' decision to deploy A330 is a direct response to this demand. Previously, the routes were operated by smaller aircraft, the ATR-72 and Airbus A320. With the introduction of A330, which has a capacity of 264 seats, the airline will offer additional capacity. Maldivian has confirmed that it will continue to operate the A330 on these routes if passenger demand remains high. Delivered in January 2024, the A330 currently operates direct flights to 3 destinations in China. Additionally, the airline is working to acquire a second wide-body aircraft to expand its operation to European destinations in the near future. The Ministry of Finance and Planning has called for technical advisors to submit expressions of interest (EOI) for the construction of a bridge connecting Hitadu and Hulumidu in Addu city. The ministry is seeking consultancy services for the Addu Bridge project, which includes conducting surveys, preparing the bridge design, drafting tender documents, and providing technical specifications. The deadline for submitting EOIs is 24 March. Companies applying must submit documents proving their expertise and capabilities, including details of previous projects, the value of completed works, and the qualifications of key staff. Shortlisted companies will be invited to submit formal bids for the project. An Egypt firm, Arab Contractors, has already been awarded a contract to conduct a feasibility study for the bridge. The planned bridge will span 14 to 15 kilometers, including causeways, and aims to improve transportation links in the southernmost atoll of the Maldives. The Waste Management Corporation, WEMCO, has reported a decline in the amount of waste discarded pre-Ramadan in Male compared to previous years. WEMCO's General Manager of Central Operations, Hussein Ibrahim, stated in an interview on MMTV's Bodu Khabar program that inspections conducted ahead of Ramadan showed a noticeable reduction in household waste. While some garbage was collected in the days leading up to Ramadan, he noted that the overall volume was lower than compared to previous years. WEMCO has urged the public to adhere to proper waste disposal practices. The corporation, in coordination with the Environmental Protection Agency (EPA), has requested residents to avoid littering and to follow designated waste management procedures. Authorities also reminded the public that disposing of waste improperly is prohibited under the Waste Management Act and contribute to environmental pollution. The accumulation of waste in Male has been a recurring issue, particularly during Ramadan, when household waste typically increases. However, this year's reduction in roadside waste suggests improved public cooperation and waste management efforts. WEMCO continues to encourage responsible waste disposal to maintain clean streets and a hygienic environment throughout the fasting month. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day.